Been excited.
After reapplying their makeup and retying their bows, it's time for kickoff. The Yukon co-ed team, also called the Blue Squad, heads to one side of the field, while the all-girl squad, or white team, pumps up the student section with some stunts and flips. Impressive as they are athletically, sometimes it's hard to escape the stereotypes.
I think some of the stereotypes are that cheerleaders, are just a pretty face.
The dumb blondes, but I mean, I give them respect. It's hard work.
The Yukon cheerleaders tackled the dumb stereotype rather quickly. The average squad GPA is well over a 3.0. With majors like nursing, pre-med, and pre-physical therapy, the team is balancing some of the most challenging majors at the university with a grueling practice schedule.
It takes a lot to be a cheerleader. You start off with some of these kids practicing at 6 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the evening, 3 hours of practice, working out 3 or 4 days a week, running miles upon miles, conditioning after about a half an hour or so, and just putting your all into it.
Captain Carrie Thompson is an actuarial science major and business minor. She is required to take at least 4 advanced 200-level math courses each semester.
I would say the most difficult part is the time commitment. It's practice and games and working out on your own. It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of time.
Another stereotype to shoot down?
That we don't eat and we're all dumb, which is not true. Because we all eat and we're all really smart.
The coaches encourage anyone who has any doubts about the athleticism of a cheerleader to attend a practice.
How am I going to hold my leg in the air and smile to this crowd? How am I going to put somebody up that weighs 105, 110, hold them in the air and smile? And when the stunt comes down, how am I going to make it look like I'm not tired? Well, it takes conditioning, it takes training, it takes a lot of time, effort, and commitment, and that's what we put into it.
From the University of Connecticut, this is Catherine Underwood reporting for OSTN News.
The race to pick up the Democratic nomination for the 2008 presidential elections is nearing an end. Senator Barack Obama now has a majority of the pledged delegates. In this week's OSTN News poll, we asked Clevelanders if they thought Obama and Clinton would make good running mates. Would Clinton accept the VP slot? And would Obama even offer?
I can't imagine how that would work.
No. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think with all the mud that was slung back and forth, that if they join on the same ticket, how that could be a defense against the Republicans.
I hope so. I'd rather see them together than apart.
They would be a better force if they were to get together. It would be a great idea, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I think it'd be a much better competition for McCain, but I think with all the stuff that they've dredged up about each other, I don't see how they could work together and put all that aside. I think it'd just be an easy target for Republicans.
But I don't think that they would be a good combination as a president, vice president.
There's more OSTN news after the break. Stick around.
We've heard about soldiers being remembered through ceremonies, art, and music. Now, one West Virginia Marine killed in Iraq is being memorialized through his sweet ride. West Virginia University's Brett Clevelanger has the story.
RJ joined the Marines at the age of 17. While on his second tour of duty in Iraq, RJ was killed during the assault on Fallujah. But even though RJ was gone, he left behind the memory of him in his 1992 Ford Mustang. And it was that car that his mother thought would be a perfect way to honor him.
It just kind of snowballed. First, I was just going to redo the car the way I thought he wanted it done, because a bunch of his buddies knew what he was going to do to it, and we discussed it. And then I just thought, well, let's just keep going and make it a memorial car for him and his friends.
Alicia saw an article in the paper for Wade's garage. She decided to go and visit Wade to see what could be done with the car. But they didn't know at the time that a single meeting would form an everlasting bond.
All of the restoration projects has some sort of story, and there's a reason, and somebody has a memory or something they're trying to relive or recreate or something. But I've never really done anything where it was important to do the car right and have a nice car, but it also is such a tribute to a person.
The approximate value put into this car was $45,000. But if you ask the people involved in the process, they'll tell you that the true price is the memories that will be etched in this car for a lifetime. And Alicia is truly grateful for the work and dedication that Wade and his staff have put into this car.
I'm honored that people care enough about what's going on with the war and all the fallen that they won't be forgotten.
A hero, his car, and a lifetime of memories. From West Virginia University, I'm Brett Clevenger for OSTN News.
That's our show, and we're sticking to it.
Remember to check us out on OSTN.tv whenever you need a dose of the good stuff.
Play on, players.